In this video, we'll show you how to change the front brake caliper on your Ford F-150. You can find it on CarParts.com via the link in the description. For safety reasons, we strongly suggest watching our video on how to jack your Ford F-150 safely. Open the brake fluid reservoir. Place a container to collect the fluid under the caliper, since the brake fluid may leak out. Here's a tip. To make it easier to change the caliper, hold the disc using two nuts. Turn the brake disc inward to make this operation easier. Insert a flathead screwdriver into the opening of the brake caliper. Lift it off using the screwdriver as a lever by pulling it towards you. This will cause the pistons to retract slightly so that the caliper can be removed more easily for the next steps. Using a 14mm wrench, loosen the Banjo bolt connecting the hose to the caliper. Finish unscrewing by hand. Remove the old copper gasket from the Banjo bolt. Then remove the Banjo bolt from the hose. Here's a tip. You can limit brake fluid leakage during this operation by plugging both sides of the Banjo with Banjo shutter pliers. With a 13mm wrench, unscrew the lower slide pin. Finish unscrewing by hand. Repeat this process with the upper slide pin. Using a large flathead screwdriver, release the brake caliper from the caliper mount. Place it in the liquid collector. Then remove the pad pressure springs. Remove the brake pads. To do this, slide them away from the disc.
For great content, our best price, and fast shipping, download the CarParts.com app now.
Using a ratchet and an 18mm socket, unscrew the two holding bolts on the caliper mount. Depending on the state of the bolts on the caliper mount, it may be necessary to use a hammer to loosen them. Finish unscrewing by hand. Remove the caliper mount. You can order the brake caliper and caliper mount used in the video on CarParts.com via the link in the description. Get the new assembly and unscrew the slide pins. Take the new caliper mount. Reassemble the caliper mount by screwing first by hand, then with a ratchet and an 18mm socket to lock them in place. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Get hold of the anti-rattle clips supplied in the kit. Place the new anti-rattle clips on the caliper mount. Grab the pads and lightly coat the ends with copper grease to help them slide more easily. Insert the pads into the caliper mount by sliding them in. Place the pad pressure springs. Grab the caliper, then unscrew the Banjo bolt. Put the new brake caliper in place and screw in the new slide pins by hand at first. You can use a ratchet ring wrench. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Remove the shutter pliers from the hose. Get the new seals and the Banjo bolt. Put a gasket on the Banjo bolt. Install the assembly on the hose. Then put the second gasket on the Banjo bolt. Screw the Banjo bolt that connects the brake hose to the caliper back in. Finish tightening the Banjo bolt with a torque wrench. Remove the nuts. When replacing a brake caliper, you need to bleed the brake fluid system to remove air from the system. To do this, we suggest watching our video, How to Bleed the Brake Fluid System, Ford F-150. After bleeding, remember to clean the caliper disc assembly with brake cleaner. Then, you will be able to put the wheel back on your vehicle, put the car back on the ground, and block the wheels properly. Don't forget to screw the brake fluid cap back on before starting the car. Attention! Before using your vehicle again, start your car and pump the brake pedal a few times to push the brake pads together again. Try to drive smoothly and avoid sudden braking for the first 30 miles or so to avoid glazing the new pads. Operation complete.
Quality parts, priced right, CarParts.com.